Hello, yeah, this is Alex at 100gods.tumblr.com.cock. I don't know. As you can see today is Black and White Day. The reason why I've done that is because it's a special kind of day that we should all love and admire and really do a lot for. And that is Valentine's Day. Woo! The 14th of February 2012, the day when fucking consumerism goes mad. It's like, I'm not one of these people that sits there and says, Christmas is a consumer's holiday, Valentine's is a consumer's holiday. But I find it a bit kind of gaudy and a bit tacky and a bit shit that people go out and spend £400 on iPads and Beats headphones and all this kind of bollocks. Like, seriously, do you have to spend £400 to show someone how much you care? Why can't you just say to the person, do you know what? Fuck money, fuck it, seriously. And if we do get anything for each other, we'll make sure it's something that really, really means something to us as a couple. And as tacky as it sounds, roses and cards, as gay as it is, it kind of has some worth and merit, because I think, okay, when it's traditional and you kind of did it at school and it was a little bit of fun and it doesn't really cost the world, you don't need to go out and buy a piece of shit in a box that costs like 20 quid that says, I love you. Why can't you just do it yourself? Why not make it yourself, you lazy shit, right? But the one thing that I have noticed the most today is how much pressure there is on everybody to enjoy themselves. It's like, hey, last night we watched this film and they had Valentine's Day and they really enjoyed each other and went back and had the best sex of their life. And one thing that I kind of like hate is this pressure. I've seen so many couples today rip into each other and give each other that death stare of just like, this day isn't what I wanted it to be. Like, seriously, do you really have to impress someone that much just to keep fucking them? Because that's what it seems to be now. It seems to be you have to impress someone to keep going back inside their vagina. Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of pressure on men like this at this time of year. And the thing is that, you know, you can sit there as much as you want and say you've had the worst Valentine's Day ever and they didn't buy you what you wanted and maybe your day wasn't how you imagined it. Do you know what, chance are your wedding day probably isn't going to what you imagine it. You know, a dog might do a turd on your dress, you might slip over and get crap up you. You know what? Fuck it. Life isn't fucking scripted and it's not obvious. The worst thing that could happen is, I don't know, you sit in a restaurant and get blown apart in a massacre. You know, so maybe try and be a little bit, you know, less harsh on the person you're being with. As long as they're trying and as long as they're trying to show you how much they care, like they should every fucking day of the year, then, you know, what really can you say? You know, just give them a fucking break, seriously. You know, they can buy you as much shit as you want, but if you don't wake up in the morning and feel, yeah, do you know what, this is the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life, then seriously, give up now. Valentine's Day is as much as an occasion as Easter. It has no relevance to fucking anything. Somewhere in there's some fucking Christian story which we're all supposed to fucking buy into every 2 seconds. But do you know what? It's bullshit. Why don't you just make every day Valentine's Day? And no, you don't have to go out and buy Beats headphones every fucking day of your life. I mean, you know, it would be lovely if we could, but we can't. Just try and enjoy yourself and try and enjoy the relationship you're in and maybe take less pressure off things. Nothing is ever going to happen if you put too much into something, it's going to implode. You know. Anyway, that is my thoughts on Valentine's Day. Saudi Arabia kind of had the right idea when it banned anything red from shops at one point, to anything to do with Valentine's Day or red. They just got rid of it, mostly because they thought it was a Christian festival. And then there was like a black market with like wrapping paper and roses and shit. Maybe we should just go back in that, where make it as physically impossible as we can to get shit to prove how much you really care for someone. Because going down the fucking flower sellers in the city centre and buying one single red rose takes fuck all effort, like it does going to the shop and saying, do you know what, I'm going to buy her an iPad because that will show how much I care, with an engraving, I don't know, like from Snuggle Bunny to my penis holder, I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. This is my rant on Valentine's Day. This has been alex100gods.tumblr.com. Suck my balls. Have a good day, enjoy yourself, and if you are going to have a Valentine's Day, remember to put a little Johnny on the end of it, because we don't want no Valentine's kids running around. It's already an over-inhabited world. Alright? Will make a lovely mother, but not now. Not now. Goodbye.